and thank you for coming to watch the second part of this two-part episode of Minecraft. A very, very cool game indeed. Definitely a thumbs up. Last episode, we were surviving and working on our pumpkin house. This episode, do we survive? Do we work on the pumpkin house? Let's check it out and see. Boom. Okay, that would be 1, 2. Okay, let's fall down and get confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'd have to make it one more. So that, I mean, here, I'll show you what I mean. Because if I make a double door now, it would be, 1, 2, 3, 4, so like 5 and 6. And now this is 3 here and 4 here. I would have to do the same on the other wall and make it. I can do that. You know what? I can do that. Because if I do it that way, and we'll count 1, 2, and 3, and then this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 5. What? Did I make what? Did I accidentally make that line up because I'm not supposed to? Now I've gotten badly confused. One, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, bingo, bingo, bingo. And then of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 9. So if I get over onto that side, it should be roughly the same thing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And these should be off by 1 because I messed up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's good. That's perfect. That's good. That is good. That is good. All right. Perfect. I am so sorry for all the lag. Again, I'm not even sure why it's doing it and why it only does it at certain times. My apologies. Really? Okay. Let's go get more doors. I was expecting pain. Nice to actually not have had some. Okay, I need to make a lot more doors. I'm probably not going to make airlocks out of all of them. We shall see, shall we not? Okay, I've forgotten how to do that again already. I have made such a mess. Did that work? Yes, it did. Okay. Finish up here, and then we'll come down and do the shed, of which, if it's only 1, that'll actually work. If I just might, yeah. That looks terrible. I'm gonna have to get a, I'm gonna have to get a, hello? Oh. Okay. I'm sure I've already done this before, and so really, because I don't have any emeralds, it's, oh good God, I missed one. Okay, I should be trading with them, but because them, whatever, I don't have any And no, that really sounds terrible because there is a difference between it and them, especially. Good golly, Miss Molly, my sincere apologies on that. That was horrific. But you know, this is a bad place for you to be down here. Get in there. Get in the get in the boat. Get in the boat? Can I move the boat? You know what? You guys are just jerks, really. You won't. Oh, well that worked. Okay. I kind of like threw it underneath the. No. Come on now. I need. How do I get in the boat, Llama? Get in the boat, Llama. I don't know if I want to get into the boat, Llama, personally. I'm perfectly happy not being inside of a boat, Llama. But that fellow can think about being in the boat, Llama, though, if that person wants to. I'm not going to make any judgments about others. I just personally prefer to stay on the outside of the boat, Llama. Oof. I have to laugh. And I did so. It's just so silly. Reminds me of a lot of really, really silly things when I was younger. When I was younger, I went to elementary school, you know, in the early 70s, high school in the late 70s, graduated from high school in 1981. And then, oh my God, the lag. I am so sorry. Again. But we kind of grew up during a lot of experimental, you know, role-playing / board game stuff that was just coming out a lot around that time. And they had a lot of really weird games. It was extremely experimental. You would have robot games, and there was Gamma World, which is still kind of going on today. It's a game with, you know, mutants and stuff like that. It's a post-apocalyptic type role-playing setting, but it never really seemingly took off. So still, if you can look it up and you're interested in that kind of thing, it's interesting. I mean, it's basically you trade, you know, it uses mutations instead of magic, but it treats it about as scientifically accurate. Okay, I need to get more pumpkins so that I can build. I have a lot of pumpkins, but we're going to need more pumpkins if we're actually going to build those walls up for that other place. Now, the walls don't have to be huge because it's going to be a 2-story place, and I want to have, you know, like the darker color of some of the trees, or, you know, like smooth stone instead of cobblestone for the accenting where the second floor is. I think it would look pretty cool that way. Ooh. This is going to be a good harvest. It's a good harvest, lads and lasses. There is no gender for pumpkin harvesters. It's not a job that's required for a man or a woman or someone who doesn't identify as either. It's just a job for the kind of person that loves pumpkins. I have no gender, only pumpkin harvesting. Which is a play on, there was, I don't know, a couple years back, I was perusing a Reddit subreddit, and one of the things was on a male female sort of answer you're supposed to get from drop down. It didn't actually have any of the real answers, and it ended up being, it was like, I have no gender, only rage, because rage was like one of the drop down answers, and it was really silly, and it made me laugh. So that's why I had to, I have no gender, only pumpkin harvesting. You were supposed to grow out that way. How do you train a pumpkin plant? I just don't know. Oh, there must be a lot of stuff happening under the surface here. Hey, look at that. That it's just having trouble rendering just because, the rendering engine. It's not an optimized thing, even after all this time. Which is fine, as long as it doesn't crash much, often, too much. Hopefully. Ooh, got an itchy on my elbow. I am still glad to talk about this because I think they're neat. I have some spiders in my quote-unquote studio here, and I think they're really cool. I mean, I prefer a different kind of spider as my quote-unquote favorite type. I like the more of the orb weavers. They have they're the kinds that have the fatter bodies and the shorter legs, and the ones that you most often find in houses and like the corners and all that are the kinds with the really tiny body and the long gangly legs. That's not really that looks good. That's not really my favorite type, but which is fine. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for some of the more pumpkins just to come in. So, like that. Let's see if there's... I did plant all the trees down below. So, if we're gonna have to get wood, we're gonna get it from down here. Okay. So I need to plant more saplings. Hopefully, yes, this is going now. So we'll do that. Also, let's go. This is a big bloody tree. And I've got an itchy spot there. Which, remembering, as I've said, because I have my window open 24/7, there's also, we are abutted up next to a forest block. Well, actually a couple of forest blocks. So it's a fairly large forest area, for being in town. And because of that, forests are bug factories. And it is is that thing dying off, or am I missing the block in there? Oh no, it's vanishing, okay. But it's a bug factory, and so I get little bugs that come flying in. So there are gnats and all sorts of fun things. Well, while you're falling apart, good lord, you're taking too long. Here, I'll help you. There's just something about you taking so long that's bugging me. I don't like it. But so I'll occasionally have like a gnat that'll land on my arm, or a mosquito. I've been bitten by mosquitoes many times. That's always fun. But my kitty cat is largely an outdoor kitty, and I want her to be able to come inside whenever she wants, and that's what she does. She goes outside and hangs around and does stuff, and then when she wants to, she comes back in. And I just don't want to have the door shut on her, and I can't have a screen, to keep bugs out and such like that, because then the screen's in the way and she can't get in. And she's like almost 20, so she's an older kitty, and I don't want her getting cold. I don't want her to feel like she's being rejected. My window is open 24/7, 365, and it's life. Like I said, there's some bugs, but it happens. Okay, we just have a few more to collect from the other farm up there, and then I think we'll be able to finish up these walls. I also think, just because I also need, trees are nice. I mean, in real life, I actually love trees. I've been a big fan of trees my whole life. In fact, I even have a favorite type of tree. I like evergreens more than the deciduous types. And among the evergreens, I find that the Douglas fir is pretty much my favorite type of evergreen. They're just a really cool tree. And I've always had sort of that interconnection feeling with trees, and so it's just kind of cool. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to rediscover some of these things. But I'm taking ADHD meds, and it has made remembering things so much easier. My life is different and better, and that's very, very good. But I've described it as, I used to be trapped out, terrible lag. I used to be trapped outside of a bamboo forest for 58 years of my life. And now I'm having to work. I'm building up a sweat, and it's hard work. But I'm cutting my way through the bamboo forest with a machete. I'm making progress. It's hard work, but I'm getting there. And that is an amazing change. I was kind of hoping that it would more open up a 3-lane highway, but I had forgotten about all my other issues that I have, and so it's a lot of work, and I get it done, but it's not perfection. I need to get up onto the top, so I think weren't my other doors there for the shed? Come on now, where are the yeah. Oh, well, I got a lot more now, so we'll give it a shot. Oh, excuse me. Dive. Okay. This is really turning out good. Well, that didn't, but you see, this is. See, what I'm shooting for is you don't want to make it so that your head is banging up against the ceiling. So that's why I had to make it more than 2 blocks tall. Can I... There. So that when I went through, you know, this is a head bunk, but that's not... The ceiling goes on top of that here. I'm itchy. Hopefully not a bug, and hopefully just like regular skin. The floor goes here. And that's why I said there's the accenting for the outside, which goes right here, which shows you from the outside where the second floor also is, and it also makes it look nice. And so that's cool. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I don't have enough pumpkins, but also it's like dark, and so we're going to run and then jump and then jump, just because why not. I talked about this before, but I still am the kind of person that if I'm given the opportunity to jump off of a ledge in a game, I am most likely gonna take that shot, go for the gusto, and leap. When I play Morrowind, I use acrobatics and athletics, and I run and jump everywhere, and as soon as I get into town, I start jumping off the top of every available surface. And then more than that, as I'm traveling through the wild, I'm looking for high things to jump onto and leap off of, because I'm just that kind of lunatic in game, and that's a good thing. You know, I could be having... Really? It must be because of the thing? That the pumpkins are growing underneath even that surface? It must be. That works out well. That's good stuff then. Ooh, parkour. I also watched some Captain Sparkles, and I don't know if anyone here, you know, Jordan Marin, or whatever the heck his last name is. He does a lot of adventure type parkour type maps, and he's really good at the parkouring stuff. I've actually been thinking of trying some of that, but good golly, Miss Molly, I'm never going to be even a fifth as good as some of these people. He goes through some of these challenge maps that are just absolutely insane. Okay, where would I build the staircase up? I dislike that everything is just a bangity bangity bang. That doesn't make any sense, and you have my sincere apologies for that. You know, that's not even going to work. You know what? That's fine. We are just going to quickly put these in. We're going to make the second floor. Then we're going to work on, like, finding sheep so I can get more wool, so I can, like, make my wool floor. I mean, this is turning into a good pumpkin house. It's a good pumpkin house because it does not, that I know of, you know, murder and feast on the flesh of the innocent. To the best of my knowledge, it's just a pumpkin house. I mean, I haven't planned on it being any sort of horrific, nightmarish, you know, eldritch horror type thing. It's just a pumpkin house. It doesn't feast on the flesh and soul of the innocent. Thank goodness. But we are doing well. We have done a lot of good stuff down below. We have done a lot of good stuff up here. We are surviving, and we are moving right along. So I would like to thank you, each and every one of you, for having come along with me on this journey of exploration. It is greatly appreciated. With our growing pumpkin house and our burgeoning pumpkin farm, for no good reason at all, but why not have too many pumpkins? Thank you once again for having come along with me. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing.